My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Defect time. Silken Tress time. Never mind. I was about to get ready to start considering options there. Whew. Thank you for saving me from that Silken Tress. In fact, you might have even saved me the decision making in this run. Hang on. Actually, that left-hand path is pretty good. I mean, defending for one is not possible, but or not a good idea here. Where's the strike go? Like, I'm not going to be able to take down the front line in the next 2 turns. Nor the back line. God damn, I'm just going to have to defend through the next turn. Woof. Tough stuff. Yeah, like I could 50-50 chance it with a zap, but then I have to still draw decently in the next hand to be able to take out the Corpse Slug in the back line. Yuck. So I guess you just kind of expect to take damage in the opening fights now. Always. I'll take FTL, but this isn't run defining. Is there a world where I go for 3 elites this floor? Like, maybe, but I'm probably not going additional elites next floor, just giving that money. Or at least I'm probably not going 2 elites early enough next floor to start benefiting from the sword. Now, come on and double zap that front line. Okay, close. In that was card that you played. Well, zapping the front line even once would have been good too. Glasswork, Scrape, and Momentum Strike. More than happy to take Glasswork there. Scrape obviously works with FTL, but it's not like a deck. I'd rather have a defend and AoE. FTL having positive draw certainly does help. Like, it doesn't just replace itself. It draws an additional card now. No. If I have no other way to destroy, or rather weaken an enemy, I'll take that null. Attack potion. I feel like the attack potion is probably more relevant here than speed pot. Get him, Glasswork. Perfect. Multicast, Shadow Shield, go for the eyes. So it's either Shadow Shield or Multicast. Multicast, of course, pays off the null a huge amount. Shadow Shield, of course, is just consistent with null. Take Multicast. We're going to want that Multicast to hit X+1, otherwise we're not really going to cast it in the early game. I'm gonna hit Swift Pot this turn. WFTL draws the rest of the deck out. We've got Null and then Glasswork. I'll also multicast just to set that Dark Orb to the front of the line, so the next multicast in the next draw is capable of popping. So yeah, it's 48 damage this turn. I mean, I wanted it to be more, but I think I'm better off sending this now rather than later. Is that true? I don't think that's true. That buffs up to 18. 36 is the hit twice, so I'd still need additional damage to be able to take you. You'll cast into null. It's about as well as that turn could have gone. Is that multi? Bag of marbles, hotfix, sweeping beam, hailstorm. I think I could get away with taking a hotfix or a sweeping beam. Give me a sweeping beam just as a little bit of AoE. And let's make that AoE a little bit more AoE. Choose your bracelet. Yes, I've got 2 more question marks I'm rolling into with that. Not giving you money. So you can forget that. You can upgrade my opening hand, though. Yeah. I mean, it's glacier removal, right? Unfortunately, that next shop isn't going to be that useful for us now. We'll preemptively rest here, because we might even need to post-emptively rest. Sick. Glacier and then 12 damage to everyone? Great. You love an elite fight that doesn't really take any resources away from you. Vexing Puzzle Box, a free card on turn 1, Barrage, Charge Battery, and Turbo. I'd love to have Turbo, especially with that multicast in the stack. Okay. I'll take that Charge Battery on sale. I also do need a little bit more defense. Let's up Null for an additional turn of weakness, so I might be able to perma-weaken this enemy. Oh, Machine Learning is our free card on turn 1. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vexing Puzzle Box. That's huge. Yeah, enemy's going to be invulnerable next turn. That's also the best turn for me to pop off the multicast. So I'm just not going to be able to do that. So instead, I'll just dual cast this turn. I don't want multicast not to be in the next draw. Defend, null, multicast, and then I'm just going to FTL. It's not going to draw a card. That's fine. Keep him weak with another null. So it's going to take pushing and then exploding our Dark Orb likely to finish this fight. Fine. Thankfully, we had a second Dark Orb, so it didn't matter. The Glacier was going to push 2 rather than 1. Helix Drill. All for one. All for one having a turbo to return does still make it actually good enough a lot of the time. Creative AI. Sonic Turn. Put power up again. God. Just give me the Helix Drill. Relax would have been really good here. I will go for Pale's Tears and try and remember not to spend all of my energy on turn 1. And of course, I'm going to forget. Definitely starting this path as well. That's probably not going to be a shop removal, because I did pay for one last time, I'm pretty sure. I know! What are you going to do with it? Oh, Helix Drill has got my back next turn. We're fine. 1, 2, 3. Helix Drill for 1 by 3. Puts him on the ground. Yeah. Go for the eyes. Momentum Strike and... Ooh. I do care about X costs in this deck right now. What with the Turbo and the Helix Drill. Tempt me up. Skim. Smokestack's not bad either. No, it's bad. It's bad. I thought I had a second source of statuses in this deck. Maybe I just considered it. I like Skim and Coil. Coil's not going to be good for a while, though, so... Let's just take that Skim. Extermination Squash. How important do I feel like that vulnerability has been, historically? Versus the possibility of a little bit more AoE. I do feel like AoE is poorly serviced by just getting a low damage AoE card like Exterminate for us. Give me Squash. Ooh. If I was committing to this line, which is all fights, I can see myself taking the cheese this late. But I'm definitely going common. Cool-headed and Hologram would both love to be in this deck. Yeah, there's just so many generally high-value utility commons. Oh, well, here's where Squash would have been ideal. Hologram back, multicast, alt turbo, and then multicast. After no. Yeah. It's to the same effect whether or not I use a strike to help or not. Whether or not I use a strike to help or not. Feral's good. I mean, it's not great for this deck. Like, FTL's whatever. It's pretty good for Helix Drill, but like 20 damage additional every so often in the best circumstance is not something you pick up. Cool-headed needs to draw an additional card to be comfortable worth playing consistently. Smokestack, and then, yeah, I'll turbo to deal damage to all of you. I'm even going to fish from the attack potion. Give me a Rocket Punch. I'll Speed Pot. Great. I haven't used Pale's Tears once, have I? Yeah. Here we go. Hollow back. Last work again. Solving all of our AoE problems ever. Horn cleats. Ball lightning barrage charge. Nope. Blood vial. It's on the next turn. Heal 2 HP. Okay, I've got Horncleat to help me defend. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to skim. I can't just keep not doing anything. Squash and Null both would have been really handy earlier. Squash. Null. Cool-headed. I feel like big hitting that Dark Orb is the only way I survive this fight anymore, so... Dual cast for additional defense, and then I have to stop. Everything else causes me to take more damage, or prevents me from getting my win condition, which is... It's just gotta be a bigger Dark Orb at this point. There it is. Turbo multicast, big Dark Orb, and then finish him off. The Helix Drill if they're still alive. Fruit Juice, 5 max HP. Gorge, keeps alive. Boost away. All good that. I'll drink that instantly. Ugh, the fights aren't getting easier. Raps, you dumb bastard. I drew this path. This isn't the path I intended to go on, by the way. I told you the whole time. This, like, oh, I'll go on this path. Maybe that would cause me to take the cheese. This was the chosen path. This one. Oh well. Let's see if we survive this one. I'm gonna not spend all of my energy on a turn the enemy is not attacking there. The daftest thing to possibly do. Especially because I'm not getting good effect out of it, it's just a strike. Thank you. Finally remember, use Bale's Tears. The presence of X-Cost cards does make this a touch harder. Finally, we managed to get back to Pale's Tears. There you go. Smokestack, Compile Driver, Momentum. I do think Compile Driver has a chance to draw reasonably in this deck consistently. I'll take a copy of it. No choice but to rest there. Ooh, Omni Slice. Big AoE damage there. Cool. Drew past a lot of fairly useless cards there. Cool-headed hologram. Go for the eyes. Don't want to bloat with those cards. Take a normal enemy fight because I am still worried. I don't think 5 defense this turn is worth 2 less energy next turn. Call me crazy. Alright, front line's down. Backline shortly to follow. Big multicast on a Plasma Orb. I'd love to have a Plasma actually in this deck by default. Take a single copy of Voltaic. Sadly, that has to upgrade to really be worth it, but it's okay. I don't think I'm going to be playing Hyper Beam this fight, buddy. Yeah, no, you see, I need that, oh, draw one, feel that. Can't take that. I want draw most of all from this deck. Let's get Compile Driver. Sweeping, throwing Glasswork, and Skim still left in the draw pile, so we know we've got still a really good turn coming up. Let's give you the vulnerability before I double FTL you. Let's leave it there, unfortunately, and take 10 damage. By 7 after all that. Yeah, it feels like it's definitely going to take Gestating another Dark Orb to have a chance to wrap this. Can't play more than 3 cards a turn. I feel like there are turns I won't do more than 3 cards. I can give you the energy when you ask for Waste Not. That I can definitely do. All of this is just a touch harder. Let's make sure we finish this fight with more than with the under the 30-minute barrier, because it might be relevant. Start with cool-headed here. Squash before the Compile Driver. 38, incoming's 27 with 13, 40. We take 40 damage this time. Yeah, I the only way to survive is by spending out my mana here. I desperately wanted that not to be the case, because I now think we have no win condition in this fight anymore. Oh, never mind. Even with that, we're dead. Yeah, just there's... Other than having a Dark Orb out and then gestating it for a while, there was no scaling in this deck, and we didn't have consistency enough of defense to be able to do that. Voltaic could have fixed that with an upgrade and then just being able to, you know, manage turns for a couple of cycles, but the deck was pretty bloated by that point. So I don't think it would have finished fights fast enough. Kaleidoscope, please. Whoa. A whirlwind? A whirlwind and a patter in the same deck? For me? I think stone armor is also really good here as well. Just very consistent block. Yeah, give me whirlwind stone armor. And then I'm looking for a turbo as soon as I can find it. Let's go. Synthesis, charge battery, and claw. Happy to... You know what? Give me synthesis, not charge battery. I can get charge battery later. Synthesis does upgrade to get a lot more damage. Ooh. Transform strike, please. Into an FTL. Yeah, better. There's theoretically worlds where I go for 3 elites on this floor, but it's almost certainly going to be 2 elites and a late shop. Just give me that money. It's the only way I can avoid taking damage that turn. Whoa. Can't prevent it the whole fight, though. Boot sequence. It's very nice to defend on turn 1 for free most of the time. Especially when you know the boss on this floor is going to be attacking on turn 1. Uproar's gonna play a FTL synthesis. Yeah, maybe it's not a good idea. Give me beam cell and whirlwind up. Beam cell synthesis, boot sequence for defense, and if I'm gonna be here for more than 3 turns, zap, and I'll be here for more than 3 turns. So zap. Let's have a look at the colorless pot for a possibility of defense this turn. Nope, we'll just kill you in 3 turns with the bomb. Damn, it really does look like we didn't need the bomb. Gambling chip at the start of combat, discard any number of cards and draw that many. Hell yeah. I don't think I care about capacitor that much here. I think iteration, and we probably end up putting some statuses. Because turbo is definitely going in this deck. I want to hit that shot before I rest here if I can. Let's get the upgrade for 6 more damage on synthesis. Shovel. Okay. Okay, I want the shop now. to have miniature hut. Miniature tent, sorry. I'm happy with Go for the Eyes as a weakened source. Boost away as well, though, is there. Upon pickup, enchant up to 3 attacks with sharp 3. Giving them 3 more damage. I gotta say, I'm not against doing that for FTL, Go for the Eyes, and Beam Cell, but I'm much more for taking Vajra. It's like giving 1 sharp to every attack. I think we have enough zero cost in this deck to benefit from Feral, actually. I'm not going to remove that strike. And I'm going to take Rocket Punch. Rocket Punch can be a zero cost that jumps back to your hand as well. I have to rest preemptively here, unfortunately, because I do have an elite on the road ahead of me. Vexing Puzzle Box, welcome back. Feral and dual cast there. Come on, Whirlwind. Interesting. I wouldn't quite call those Whirlwind. That I would. Festive Popper, I'll even call that Whirlwind. Focus Strike, Momentum Strike, Beam Cell, don't need any of those there. I would be upset if I had the rest here. Sadly, I think I just am upset. Like, we're not going to be able to get through this fight without taking any... But the Go for the Eyes needs their second, third weaken. Smith it! Yeah, Voltaic's never going to be especially useful here. I'll probably just pop it for 1 orb this turn, to be honest. Okay. Boot Sequence, Stone Armor, and then Synthesis after that. We still lock the full 14 incoming. However, now Iteration or Feral. I didn't even think about Feral is going to be free. Okay, you and you weaken the enemies with the 2 highest damage that turn. I'm happy to fish from the attack potion in case we can actually prevent that frontliner from doing any damage. And looks like we can. Perfect turn for Whirlwind Draw. Now this is the 12 and then there's an 18 after this as well. Or not. Meteor Strike modded and genetic algorithm. I have no plan to be able to play that Meteor Strike, sadly. It's got to be genetic algorithm. and just use that to buy a free turn halfway through the combat. Runic Pyramid allows me to use that to buy a free turn whenever the hell I want. Yep. It's that, and then increasingly focus on removing bad cards from the deck. All Lightning Smokestack Tempest. Smokestack will theoretically at some point work in this deck, but right now, no. God damn it. I can dodge that shop. So you can have 100 gold to get the Ocean Belt. Oh, free Adaptive Strike. I have a Feral in hand. Alright, I gotta play the Feral first. It's gonna be important enough. Oh, it returns it to hand at 2 cost anyway. Makes literally no difference. Compact Plus is good enough to take and still consider. You can have a defend. Damn. A lot of HP though. Shovel for Archibeko. The thing is, I think I might not use Shovel anymore, and I think I might actually... Like, Archibeko is sick if I draw the Whirlwind in opening hand. And I do get to effectively, like, try and see if I draw the opening hand Whirlwind twice. Anyway, there it is as well. Drop it here. I think I have to. Good compact in hand, though. Sweeping Beam, there's the Overclock that I was hoping for. We want Rocket Punch drawing a second card. Happy Flower every 3rd turn, gain an additional energy. Need Beam Cell to have additional turns of Vuln. Stonecracker at the start of combat. Upgrade 2 cards in hand for the rest of the combat. Rest here. Take this. Biasing toward removal. Although Dramatic Entrance is certainly very dramatic with an Akabeko. I wonder if maybe I need Leap. Not gonna take it. Thankfully, I just keep Rocket Punch in hand until it's relevant. Mm-hmm. I defend for 6 of the incoming damage this turn regardless. I almost feel like I get less potent the more cards I choose to play this turn. Mango, 14 more max and current HP is so big there. And all for one that stays in hand until I need it? Perfect. This is a great opportunity to take an additional rest. I do think I'm going to need to live till the second rocket. Whoa, hang on. Oh no, we still play Compact as a defense though. Okay. Perfect. Feral, Rocket Punch. Goes back to hand, FTL. Oh, I don't want to use Go for the Eyes yet, ideally, because I would like to weaken. And then bounce it back to hand and weaken again. Because if I can consistently weaken these enemies... Especially if I can keep Rocket weakened on the turn that it's otherwise trying to do a multi-hit. Alright. Go for the answers, go for the eyes, rather, is in hand. To allow us to turn around and focus on the right target. I'm just going to keep you weakened as well. Okay, I'm going to use Distilled Gales to play the 3 cards from the draw pile for additional defense, as well as to turn that card in hand to fuel. So I want to all for one again rather right now. No. God. I really need a turbo in this deck. It's so hard to play out all these cards in hand now. Skunk up to turn around, then Rocket Punch. It tried to return itself to hand, but it couldn't. Oh no, the burn plays! It doesn't retain, of course! I should have just naturally drawn that next hand rather than trying to beat it to the punch. 18, 33, short on lethal there. Certainly seems better to go for that this turn than not. Beam Cell into FDL, into Beam Cell, into Rocket Punch, draws both of those, including go for the eyes. Okay, good. Decent damage by that point. Trash the treasure. Whenever you create a status, create a random orb. Fifth card you play each turn is free. That would help me empty out my hand a lot better. Yeah, it helps me play my 2 costs mostly. But even if it plays at 1 cost, it's an extra energy per turn. Which is definitely something I need. I paid 100 my last removal, didn't I? I've transformed the other cards. I'd love to remove 2 cards from the deck this floor if I can. Just gets so much better with that. So glad that managed to take out a liner. Genetic Algorithm, and then Rocket Punch is ready to bounce back to hand. Beautiful. I feel like Hollow is not needed here. Ooh. Double the size of this deck is actually pretty good for a couple of reasons. But I'm not going to do it. Feral and Overclock both getting an additional upgrade there is sick. What got downgraded and stayed downgraded? Go for the eyes. That's still worth upgrading again. I don't think 17 a bunch of times is actually what I want here. I think it's just setup. Signal boost, trash to treasure. Stone on the strike. God, just 1 copy of Turbo is all I need for this deck to pop the hell off forever. One. Two. 3. 4. And then synthesis? Ooh, the attack even bounces. The 0 cost falls from the Brilliant Scarf still works on Feral. Good to know. Compile Driver Cold Snap Chaos, no thank you. Oh, there's 2 shops later, actually. No, I'll take the 2 question marks here then. Yeah, because I feel like I might need a little bit of additional money to do the movals I need. Thank you for the turn 1 weaken, though. Oh, turn 1 weaken and turn 1 10 defense. Sick. I need Trash to upgraded. I also need Dual Cast upgraded there as well. No Fasten in this store. Yeah, I'm not going to get the double removal either. That's okay. I will still take my 1. I can save double energy for the right turn, but it's not like I have a boost of energy on any turn, so it's not especially good. Synchronize, Fasten, only got 3 defense left in the deck. Ball Lightning Sunder. Save our money for the next shop, because I'm still going to go to it, even if it's not necessarily going to be a removal that I buy. I might just buy 2 potions to try and help us prepare for Eon Glass. Compact is going to be so good against Eon. Yeah, like that. Null. Let's defend and then synthesis to trash the treasure out. Two. 3. That's the 5th card in genetic algorithm. Swift pot as well. Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable enough with just that defense. Still going to take 9 damage at the end of that turn, but I think this is lethal now. Yeah. Data discs. Is data disc important? God damn. Okay, 1 strength every turn will certainly help this deck. Yeah, the upgrade isn't the big difference maker here. Alright, I'll rest. I really wanted just the R-Turbo. I know none have been offered this floor, because otherwise I would have leapt. I guess the option did exist of trying to take more fights, but I hoped the couple fights and couple shops would have been enough. Okay, Compact needs to stay in this hand always. I'm pretty comfortable keeping all of these cards, to be honest. Oh, actually. We'll play Trash to Treasure before we synthesize, because we're not going to be using that mana for anything else this turn. Two, 3. I want to get Compact to hit 2 Withers this turn. 4. Let's play one of the 1 costs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the discard pile that all for 1 fetches right now. Quite honestly, I might even get another Wither before the end of this hand. Yep. And iteration defends. Then I'll Compact 3 Withers away, turning them into gain energy, draw 2 card. Not that I have to use all of those this turn, of course. Drop a dual cast and then fuel. Beam Cell and Rocket Punch for the double draw. Draws us into a Wither, which unfortunately would have tried to draw more cards, but couldn't. I still have to get the bad cards out of my hand. Unfortunately, that does mean I will have to play them. I'm glad those cards don't retain, and that that Compact had to be new near in the draw pile. Okay, all for one to fill our hand before the Wither can get added. Get got. Then we're going to need you to stay weakened. Yep, Compact hits 3. Still not all of them. No, not even close. Okay, beautiful. That forces it all to be in all of these, that is, to be in the new discard pile. Great. Yeah, just having the straight up hard counter for this guy is real handy. With Queen, I have no reason not to pop Mazzel's Gift in the Potion of Capacity immediately. This is still kind of my priority cards to keep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Punch draws 2. Weaken him and drop Iteration. Sadly, I don't have feral access here. Let's Swift Pop first, just in case. No. Mm-hmm. Synthesis to get Feral out for free, as well as the damage from Synthesis. I do think Genetic Algorithm doesn't need to be used this turn at all. Saves me 5 HP to use it this turn. No, just drop Compact. I'll draw it again next cycle if I need it. Not if I need it, when I need it. Hmm. Oh, Whirlwind, Beam Cell bounce, FTL for the draw. Go for the eyes. That's all I needed. Hold snap for another defend. And then I've got all for one to bring the... Oh, I had all for one to bring the 0 costs back. Start with dual cast for additional defense. Yeah, Data Disc has been ridiculous, by the way. Even when Data Disc is just fine, you're still using orbs. It's still ridiculous, even when it's not. Somehow. Boy. I'm never gonna use the awful one to get cards back in this hand, huh? I mean, look, if I'm not taking damage at the end of the turn, it's a good turn. Does not really matter too much what else is up. Beam the cell. Go for the eye. Zap. All for one. Brings more back. I'm going to compact. So that we can actually get a little bit of value out of the fuel before we finish off the enemy with ease. Yeah, I mean, this is just, it had defense and it had offense in relatively equal measure, but also it had the Runic Pyramid to be able to play the right cards at the right time, and there were so many cards like Compact, All for One, Rocket Punch, Genetic Algorithm, just save this for the right turn and its intangibility rather than just wasting it for a smaller amount of HP block. The early speculative synthesis worked out really well for us. It was really good damage in the early game, and in the late game, it was really good power growth occasionally. I mean, you know, it was still fine damage in the end game, especially with vulnerability turning it up to 33 routinely. But of course, this is absolutely just making Eon Glass sad with Compact. What ridiculous value that one card can contain. How do you keep coming back? Is this Meow's doing? Foolish. Victory. GG! Big combo, big Highlander. Bit of a fast run. And because I don't have to do a post-mortem, I can go straight to the outro and say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content for the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations, those are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Eloise. Hopefully y'all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time.